Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Laura Train Mama. Today we are having a look at this story from the Thomas and Friends collection. It's called Emily's New Coaches. The engines were excited because a new engine was joining the Sodor Railway. When Thomas came to Knapford Station, he saw Emily, the new engine, waiting there. She was very smart, with shiny brass fittings. "Hello, I'm Thomas," wheezed Thomas. "Hello, I'm Emily," said the new engine. Thomas picked up his passengers and said goodbye to Emily. Then the fat controller said to her, "Your new coaches are arriving at the docks today. I want you to learn passenger routes before they get here. So go and collect any coaches you find and bring them back here." "I will do that right away, sir," said Emily. The only coaches Emily and her driver could find were Annie and Clarabelle. "Let's take these coaches back to the station," said Emily's driver. Annie and Clarabelle were cross. "It should be Thomas pulling us, not this strange new train," said Annie to Clarabelle, but Emily did not hear her. When Edward passed Emily, he went to whistle hello, but then he saw she was pulling Annie and Clarabelle. He thought she had stolen Thomas's coaches, so when Emily said hello to him, he just stared crossly at her. And when Percy passed her later, he also scowled at her. Emily wondered why everyone was being so rude to her. Then Thomas came along the line. Emily was pleased to see him because he had been so friendly that morning. "Hello, Thomas," she said cheerfully. But to her surprise, Thomas glared at her and rushed past without saying a word. Emily felt very sad. She thought no one liked her. Later that day, the fat controller told Thomas to pick up the new coaches from the docks. "New coaches?" said Thomas. "But Really useful engines don't argue," said the fat controller sternly. Thomas set off grumpily. He didn't want new coaches. He wanted his coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. When Emily passed Tidmouth Sheds, Oliver said in surprise, "What are you doing with Thomas's coaches?" "Oh," said Emily. "Now I know why all the engines are so cross. The fat controller told me to pick up any coaches I could find, but I didn't realise these belonged to Thomas. Everyone must think I've stolen them." Thomas collected the new coaches from the docks. They were shiny and smart, but Thomas didn't care. "I don't want new coaches. I want my coaches," he said to himself. He was cross because he thought Emily had stolen Annie and Clarabelle from him. As Emily travelled to the station, the signalman waved for her to stop. "Oliver hasn't cleared his signal box," he said. "Please check what's wrong." Oliver had broken down and was stuck on the crossing. Suddenly, Emily heard a whistle. Thomas was rushing towards Oliver. He was braking hard, but he was going to crash into him. Emily charged forward and, with a burst of strength, pushed Oliver out of the way just in time. Thomas came to a stop just behind her. He had had a lucky escape. "Thank you," said Oliver. "You saved us from a really nasty accident." "Yes, thank you," said Thomas grumpily. He was still upset because he thought Emily had taken his coaches. "I haven't stolen your coaches," Emily said. "I am taking them to the station like the fat controller asked me to." "Oh," peeped Thomas. Then he realised something. "The new coaches I collected are for you, aren't they?" he asked. "That's right," laughed Emily. She was glad they were friends again. "Hello," said Thomas when Emily met him at the yard later on. "I have a surprise for you." "A surprise? For me?" said Emily excitedly. "Yes, we are all really happy that you've joined our railway, so we're having a party to welcome you." "Oh, thank you," said Emily. She knew she was going to like working there with her new engine friends. That brings us to the end of the story, Emily's New Coaches. I really hope that you enjoyed listening along with me today. And if you did, please don't forget to hit the like button, share with a friend, why not? You could even check you're subscribed if you want to hear future stories like this one. And other than that, have a great day.